hello to everyone who's watching. My name is Paul with Cyberbacker, and we have a very special guest here. He's one of our awesome clients, Erik Taniguchi. Now, thank you so much for being with us today. I know you're very busy, especially with MegaCamp ongoing. Thank you so much for sparing us your time.
Aloha. Thanks for having me.
We just want to get to know you first, okay?
Sure.
How long have you been in the business, Erik?
It's been over 14 years now. I've been in real estate and been with 𝗙𝗪𝗋 now. It's about 8 years. We have a team that I formed after joining with 𝗙𝗪𝗋, and we have an 8-person team.
Not many. You already must be an expert nowadays.
No, far from it. Still working on
There you go. Best answer. Always learning every day. That's what we're doing. Now, I just want to ask you, a couple of specific questions, okay, especially about the ongoing pandemic. Right, right before coronavirus hit, have you ever worked with an assistant before virtually?
Virtually, yes. One with Cyberbacker, one we hired directly.
There you go. And how's that going for you?
Fantastic. The other virtual assistant that we have has been with us now for, over 3 years. And we have the one with Cyberbacker, and Jalene's working on amazing.
There you go. Righty then. We appreciate it. Every single one of our clients, right, who keeps their Cyberbacker really happy. Plus, right, again, it's the virtual leverage that we're trying to do. So at least you guys can focus on your one thing. Now, if I could ask you just a few tips, right? What do you believe are the 5, or let's say give me a couple, 3 or 5 most income producing tasks that an assistant can do for you virtually?
I mean, there's so many things right now. I'd say that the top things that come to top of my mind would be helping us on the back end as far as, managing our CRM, helping us follow up with our CRM. Managing it is huge. Whenever we have someone that comes up and that we meet a new client, we have a whole system that we have in place. Add their contact information and all their data into the CRM, send out a meet the team email, and that's being sent out through MailChimp. That takes time. Our virtual assistant actually does that. They also help us out with our social media side. And another one that they would help us out is circle prospecting. I mean, just basically inviting neighbors to our open houses. They're not mentioning anything specific about property, but just inviting them down to our open houses that we're having in the neighborhood. So that's been really helpful for us.
Gotcha. So other than you guys making sure that no one falls out of the cracks, which is in, getting in touch with your clients, managing your database, still you have your virtual, your help. Let's say your Cyberbacker help you out in social media, so we can get in touch with more new clients. All right, good plan. Now, after the coronavirus ends, we hope so. Do you plan to return to a traditional working environment?
Probably not. I think the world's going to change from here, and it's pushing us heavily into using technology. Just to give you a little background of what our situation was like, we had an executive admin that we hired and that was in our office. With Hawaii, the employment cost is very high, and to have an employee, it's very expensive here. At the ending of last year, right around October, our executive admin ended up leaving our team, going with getting a new job. It was literally almost like the end of the world for me, and I was devastated. But we picked things up quickly and put together a game plan. We had my wife step in as like a part-time admin, and then we had the virtual assistant step in to cover the rest of the tasks. We've been operating smoothly since, saving a ton of money, and without having a full-time executive admin, which ultimately, with all of this that's going on, you're trying to cut costs and expenses everywhere. Having virtual assistants, to me, I believe is the future. And for our team, virtual assistants has definitely made a big impact.
Gotcha. Thank you for that. Now, again, who adapts first, right, comes out the winner, especially with this ongoing virus. Plus, getting help at a cost that's very manageable. And in your case, saving you, like what you said, saving you tons of money. So who doesn't like that?
Right.
So what advice would you have for other people working remotely right now? Things that works for you guys.
I think ultimately, even with the pandemic, this pandemic going on, the real estate market here in Hawaii is very hot and very active. And from what I've been hearing all over the US as well, you're going to need leverage. You need someone to be able to help you out. Business is really, it's booming right now. And to be able to have the additional support to help you out, to take off those tasks off your plate that is, that you can have a virtual assistant do, to be able to now put you back into the role of doing the income producing, lead generating roles and tasks, is going to be important. And especially during this time, if you're working, whether you're working from home by yourself or have a small team, even large teams, if you're not using virtual assistants yet, I would highly recommend it.
Getting to the secret, right? Getting to the secret and how you manage your business. Now, how are you using this time to substantially grow it? Just a couple of insights.
How am I looking to grow the business right now?
Because you say business is booming, right?
Yeah. So ultimately, it's a lot of it is being able to still focusing on the lead generation. I mean, that's what we do best. Monday through Friday, we're on the phones, 9 to 11. We're prospecting and lead generating for new business. We actually have a lot of different channels of bringing leads in, working our sphere and SOI. Right now, we can't do open houses in Hawaii because we have stay-at-home orders. So we got to rely on other things: social media, getting our listings out there, leveraging our listings to get it out there, to be able to bring in more business. And just touching our database and our past clients and our sphere. So those are the main ways that we're getting business in, and that's what we're going to be focusing on moving forward. And I think what maybe the other things that we're going to be double downing on moving forward would be social media and finding other ways to be able to capture more of a bigger audience and driving more business in.
Our CEO, 𝗙់𝗪𝗋 always mentions this, especially at the start of COVID, whoever develops the system first, because there's no system. Nobody knew that COVID was coming. Whoever sets up the system first on how we sell or buy a home would get on top, right? And in your case, you guys burning the phones and social media is, of course, the start, right? Good. Business is booming. And we love to hear that from our clients. So those are all really insightful answers. Now, Erik, just for the fun part, right? I just want to ask you, what would happen is this is going to be what we call rapid fire questions. Okay. You must have watched this in a couple of shows. So this is where you answer questions as fast as possible. So our audience will see the fun side of you. Okay. All righty. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So Erik, would you choose burgers or hot dogs?
Burgers.
All right. Carpet or hardwood?
Hardwood.
City or nature?
I would say nature.
All right. Are you a morning person or night owl?
Definitely a night owl.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs for sure.
Podcast or a book?
Oof, that's a tough one. I would say if I have to choose one, books.
Books. All right. Do you usually text or call?
Call.
Call. All right. A movie theater or Netflix?
I mean, well, with COVID, everything right now, so definitely Netflix.
Oh yeah. Sorry for that question. Must have been done before COVID. But yeah. Right. Last question is Superman or Batman?
Ooh, I'll go with Superman.
Superman. There you go. Oh, and I was lying. Very last question. And we can have this cut by our video backer. But most important question is, we or us always being in Zoom nowadays, always on meetings. Have you ever went to a Zoom meeting with you looking professionally good on top? Polo shirts and everything, and at the bottom, your jammies.
Oh, yeah.
How'd that work out for you?
It's great because all you see is from the shoulders up.
So that's us too, okay? And I heard that from Walmart, they had a bunch of sales or huge amount of sales, especially for, tops or polo shirts other than pants and shorts. So anyways, what would happen is we'll tag you on our social media post. So feel free to share them to your clients. So again, that's one of your targets, right?
That's-
Getting more clients, right? But not them stealing what works for you, but learning, right?
Sure.
All right. So it was nice meeting you, Erik. You do have a good day, okay?
You too. Thanks, Paul.
Right, bye-bye.
Appreciate it.